Yep, the orb's right there. Kinda. Yeah. Actually did have a little blue sky when I was working on the disc bearings, but this is freaking crazy. Becky was looking on her phone app, and yeah, they're saying 10% rain tomorrow now. They can't make up their freaking mind. This is Sunday night, by the way. It is so freaking muggy, it's not even funny. It's still like 74 degrees at almost 7 o'clock at night. So I'm gonna sneak over here and go in where that little window is and de-stink. But I just thought I'd show you, how much blue there isn't. Looks like somebody's got a fire going about dead center of the screen up on top of the hill. There's smoke coming up. You can kind of see that. Probably can't see the hummingbird on the power line up there. Just a little dot. Yeah, little buggers. They'll buzz you around here once in a while. And of course, still 7 pregnant cows. Apparently their calves are shy. They don't want to come out and meet the rest of the world. And everything's quiet except the birds. It's kind of been that way for a while. I mean, until the cows are bellowing because, calves on the wrong side of the creek or whatever. But anyway, hey, there's your first 2 minutes of Monday night's videos. Well, Blue likes to bark at his food. I don't know why. It was actually very peaceful here. There's some pretty fancy jets flying around. Oregon Air Show was over the weekend, and I think some of them headed home. A couple of them kind of rattled everything around here, and I never saw them. They're not that low. But look at. I mean, I kind of miss the ladies coming up to visit me, but it's so peaceful. And of course, right before I turned the camera on, it was dead silent in here. But they heard me talking. There, I was talking with my other hand, but they heard me talking. The one side behind there heard me talking, so they started talking back. I get them some food. Maybe by then it'll be late enough I can make a couple phone calls and hopefully find some tires. I know I'm not very close, but she's cruising through it. She texted me a little while ago and said the 5 amp hour batteries in the real heavy stuff, which would be like what's behind her where the heavy harrow is, she'd get about 17 minutes out of one of those batteries. And the lighter stuff like she's doing now, she gets a half an hour or longer out of a 5 amp hour battery. So that gives y'all an idea, and it's doing a good job.
Sorry.
And zoom in on Becky. We're cleaning a little of this up.
A lot of this up.
That was made for a horse pen when there was a third horse here. And it hasn't needed to be there for quite a while, but the 2 mares before I had to put them down, they, one was a bitch and the other one was nice, but
a bitch is way too nice though.
Yeah, so Mom always fed hay on either side of the green gate there, so they had a gate between them when they ate. But hey, since I can't get in the field today, this is what we're gonna do. Actually, even the field part, I'm seriously considered dragging the old John Deere disc out behind the Big Massey, and it's only field disc we got. It's only 12 foot. If you go very fast, it starts walking and digging holes, but seriously considering running up and going over that piece with it if it's dried up enough to let it do any good. If we get this shit cleaned up, I mean, really, all that shit can go against the gate over here, if nothing else, and have some room to park stuff, rearrange stuff here, and those two homemade tote boxes. There's a whole bunch of stuff that come out of my shop when we lived in town. A lot of junk, a lot of keepsakes, some antiques, some tools, you know. Oh, Becky says, well, we can empty those out into the grain bin, because the one grain bin has a lot of our worldly possessions in it. And we got to get all this crap cleaned up, move those stairs and get all that chaff out of there. And if we get everything cleaned up, there's not all this space for the frickin' rats to be, and then they'll just be under the feeder, and maybe we can bait them then and have them actually eat the bait. Speaking of rats, there's a hole right there. Gotta love the little bastards. Not. In the other barn, about 3 days ago, I shot 12 of them with a pellet gun. Yeah, holes around that post. Another nice hole right there. And that one I know comes out over there somewhere, because when it rains, water comes in there. And every day since then, I've gotten 4. Except today, I've only got 3 so far, but it ain't even lunchtime yet. And I probably should find someplace else for that stuff. Try to keep that in the dry so it don't rot. But it's a pain in the butt here, because now I can't walk through there. And Rainy's sure there's a rat over there. And I'd like to finish taking the hay out of here, but right now, Mom's got to kind of have that, have that platform so she can get up to feed grain for the steers. So we can get the rest of this out of here, get the plastic cleaned up, and figure out which plastic is worth keeping. And I think I showed it a long time ago. In the big bale barn, we use the same plastic that's in here. That's ag bag. Those are leftovers from when we did haylage years ago. The bags you could put 2 bales in and then seal them up. Works better than frickin' regular Visqueen for underneath bales, because they're a size you can handle. So as you uncover them, you can get them out of the way. And we used to cut them right open and run them singled. Yeah, well, gravel, mice, whatever else, not so good on it. So then we started, when we peel them off the roll, open the sealed end up so you can actually get them full width, and that's what it is. That's the lengthways on it. And see the other direction on it. They're handy that way. And so you got 2 layers. If you do get a hole, you don't necessarily line up with the other layer. Got a bunch over there that's due to disappear. And I know part of what's there is due to disappear. And we have 1 full box left. And that one I think is almost a full roll. So it's not like we don't have some. And yeah, we know where to get the stuff. Well, you know how plans always change. Becky was going to clean this up. I did a little earlier. She's done most of it. There was some nasty shit. We've only gotten 1 of these buckets clear full out. There's a bunch wrapped up right there in that white plastic. And what's left up there, all that crap up there's got to move yet. Yay. But that far piece of plastic's underneath the stairs that are underneath the plywood. And I'm not moving those by hand, so I'm going to drop the bucket here for her to contend with. Put the pallet forks back on, move the grain drill out, and get those stairs out of the way so at least this shithole in here can finish getting cleaned up. Then go through the plastic and see what's worth keeping. That black plastic has been in this barn for God knows how many years. And it's, yeah, more than lived its lifetime, I suppose. So it will probably be going bye-bye before too long. I don't know, though. It still isn't in too bad a shape, which you can see there, but I think it goes at least to the stairs. We'll see see what the heck we come up with, right? Well, there's a project done, at least that part. That big bucket was heaped 4 times. And there's more there. Becky's going to try to get all that crap cleaned up. And this stuff. And making sure we don't have all that crap in the way anymore. I see a bumblebee over here. I don't know what he's doing. kind of wonder, there might be a bumble nest in there. Because I hear more than that one. We leave them alone. They're good. And plastic to go through there. How wet the fucking ground is under here. It was actually dry when all the plastic was put down, but the way the ground lays, and water don't all go in the gutter, it runs behind the freaking gutter, and yeah, pain in the butt. Yeah, it doesn't help that it's on a hill. And you can definitely tell the pattern that it took, because over there's still dry. Of course, over there also had some rock under it. And yeah, there's no rock over here, it's just dirt. Can't put too much rock in here or we can't get in with the bale loader. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, one broken one there. Clipped one there. Another clipped one down there. Just kind of run out of height. It gets better as you go back, but it still gets a little close. So anyway, yeah, I wanted to get the other disc up there and do something, but Becky wouldn't let me get away to do that. You need to do this. You need, yeah. And I got a phone call again trying to get prices on some tires for the 3394, but I haven't heard back from the guy. Got one of those auto texts. I'll call you right back. Well, I left him a voicemail and I texted him a half hour ago. Hey, I know it's busy. It's a Monday. I understand. You know, let me know what you find. Don't need them today, but it ain't gonna be long. One of those has been running on borrowed time for 4 years. With the tire shop we usually use. Last time he fixed, he said, I don't want to. And I said, well, I have no choice. So, you know, he fixed it. It's still on there. I'm going back pickup. Do something with that one of these days. A lot of shit to do something with. Anyway, I'm calling it a day. It's been long enough for me and warm enough. It's damn near 80 degrees. Yet they said, oh, it'll be 6 degrees cooler today than it was yesterday. Try 6 degrees warmer. Wish those jackasses had figured it out. Oh well. Hope everybody had a good Monday. Hope we all have a good Tuesday.